Gemini, my lovely Gemini, how are you doing? Okay, we got a weekly reading going for you from the 12th through to the 18th of June. Joyous June, as I've been calling it in the monthly readings. And it's very funny because I thought it was all about having fun, but it's actually seems to be like learning how to be joyous. And this week here, going from the 12th to the 18th, seeing it on all the signs, it's a very particular way of positioning. And that's what it seems to be like after the lesson of learning how to be joyous last week. And I learned a lot personally. I hope you did. And happy birthday to you, by the way. Oh, I shouldn't forget that. How can I forget your birthday? For crying out loud. Happy birthday to you, Gemini. So, it's positioning basically. And it is perfect for you, actually. Perfect for you in this week. Plain smart. That's the overall energy here. I think you've got this beautiful, lovely, caring side to you, Gemini, which people can take advantage of. And they don't mean it in a horrible way at all, I think, because you're just very giving. And because you're very giving and want things to work for other people, because then it's going to work for you as well. Sometimes people can take advantage of that without even realizing it. And I think this is where you can play a little bit smart here. And, that fair exchange between people can be used as a way of sort of saying, okay, well, look, if I'm going to invest in you, I'd like, that return. If I'm not getting that return, then, I don't see why I should keep sort of like putting out for you or, putting out for this business or this job or stuff like that. It's not sort of taking a stance. You don't have to really say that to anyone or say that to your career path or your business or whatever. It's just a case of positioning like that more than anything else and playing smart. Yeah, you could be dealing with someone who's a liar, cheater, schemer around you. I don't think that's the case. It could well be, but I don't think it's intentionally for the majority of people. You might have some people who are really honestly trying to cheat and scheme you, but then I think that's going to be the minority. If that's the case, then apply this perfectly by sort of saying, I'm not going to take this anymore. No, I'm off. Ciao. Bye. That's the way it should go. Let's just see what's going on your karmic message here, on your relationship side. Yeah, nurturing relationships. The Seven of Pentacles. It's something new that's coming to the surface that you are investing in. And I think this is within your relationships. I think this is very true here. It's that's playing smart. You got 2 sevens. I've just realised already off the cuff, and that is a transitional number. Sevens is, for me, it's the number of revelation. So it's a realization within you, and when that realization can start you off and head you off in a completely new direction, and you've got to nurture these relationships that you consider or you feel is worthwhile, that is giving you the fair exchange and the fair returns and etc. Okay, so let's just see what's going on in the universe. You get the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles means like, it seems like it's clear for you, and this is this new year that's coming up for every Gemini at the moment. As your birthday hits, this is the start of a new cycle for you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, he's got that seed. And the thing is, the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest knights out of the lot. And he plants seeds as he goes. So then, therefore, he has fruits or victories or benefits in life as he progresses forward. And perpetually, because he plants seeds as he goes. And that's over a period of time, the circle starts auto-producing itself. But it's now time to get on and do. Because that field behind him, he's still got the seed in his hand. He's got to plant it up. And I think the universe is here, is sort of saying, if you want to nurture this new pathway for you, you've got to get on and start doing. You're being called to a mission here, Gemini. You're being called to a mission. And it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fan-dabby-dozy. Who said that? Fan-dabby-dozy. I don't think it was the Fonz. It could well have been the Fonz. I don't know. That's 1970s stuff for anybody who's still that age. Well, I am. But anyway, I think it's a case of time to get on and do. Page of Pentacles, a very lucky card. I think you've because you're very nice and you're very nice to people and you try and help people in every sort of sense of the world, you've almost built up this karmic credit in a way. And I think it's now time to cash it in. And the Page of Pentacles, and this is to do with your past guides, is opening up the pathway for the Knight. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is coming through in the universe. So the Page is learning the art of being a Knight by opening the new pathway. And by opening the new pathway, you can just see there at the bottom of that card there's a field there that's already been ploughed. And he's found the seed. He gives that seed to that Knight who is by that field and ready to plant it. So it's almost like, it's like you stumble on something, stumble on a relationship. You're getting lucky breaks within the relationship. Meeting people that really, through activities, that's what I'm getting as well, through activities, physical activities, like could be sort of like cycling or sightseeing or, you know, whatever it is that sort of floats your boat. Through those sort of activities, you're creating a lot of luck and chance with the relationships that are around you. The Star card. You got nothing but pentacles on this side and now the Star. And if you approach it like this new year like that, because that is what you're heading into, regardless of whether you've already had your birthday or you're having your birthday this week or you have your birthday after the 18th. This is where you're heading towards your dreams and your aspirations within your relationships. And you're cultivating that, which we can see with the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. You are cultivating a beautiful future if you engage in this. It's only waiting for you to engage in that. And that's where you've got to play a little bit smart. And don't waste your time, Gemini. Don't waste your time, because once you start heading for your ultimate dreams and aspirations, just think of the joy that you will be bringing for everybody else. It'd be brilliant. Let's go on to your financial side, your jobs, your business, and your project. Let's see what's in your karmic mission. Judgment. I've noticed this within your readings over the past few months even. There seems to be a change of attitude in regards to your job, your business, and your project. And it's as if you're being called to something that is greater than what you have achieved as yet. And with this calling gives that sensation that is within you. You don't know why, but you know you should be going ahead and doing this. You know, many are called and few are chosen. And it's like you're being chosen for this path within your business, your projects, and your job. That's what it seems like. And I would follow that inner guide, that inner sensation within you that's pulling you towards what you should be doing. Yeah, the universe here, this is what I'm saying here. The universe here is contributing with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, they're walking away from something. Eight is the energetic symbol of something that's blocked, that is immovable. And maybe it's your passions that have waned within your job, your business, or your project. So you need to walk off to discover a new way of doing things, discover the sunshine that is being hidden a little bit by the moon there. And as it's being hidden by the moon, it's sort of saying you've got to head off in discovery. Let your curiosity be your guide in a way. And as I was saying with that Judgment sort of card there, if it feels right, go for it. And head off in the direction of something that is going to provide a lot more for you as you go forward. How is your past guides influencing you? The Devil. The Devil's been coming out in most readings, to be honest. And this is what the Devil's in the detail. That's what I've been saying for a lot of people here. It's a Capricorn card, but I think it has a certain connotation of Gemini, because you've got those two people on that card there. So it's a case of the Devil will not lie to you. It's also the light bearer. It's also could be about obsession and addiction and that sort of thing. I think when you work, Gemini, when you put your energy into something, you really put your energy into something. There's no half measures with you, Gemini. And I think you've done that in the past. And now you need to sort of, turn that sort of obsession of what you've been doing in the past into something new. And that's why the devil is offering loads of different things. He's tempting you with certain things. Be wise in your choice. That's what the Seven of Wands is. The Seven of Swords is all about. Be wise in what you're choosing as you go forth. Because if you are wise in what you're choosing, you're going to get the best out of this. You really are going to get the best out of it, because you're responding to that inner calling within you, and it's a righteous path, and you will ultimately get the best out of it. As you head off down this is how your future guides are influencing you. As you head off down this path, you've got the Emperor. You're stepping into your power. The Emperor has conquered his empire physically. So it's a conquering, and this is a beautiful card on the material side of life. You've conquered your physical realm, and with a control over your spirit and your energies here. And that's where you're moving on to. As I say, if you follow your righteous path, I think you're going to feel incredibly empowered in your life. Let's just see what the general overall outcome is for you. Let's just see here what's going on there. Knight of Cups. I think there's a lot of offerings coming in for you, actually. You're nurturing something, and you're heading towards your ultimate dreams and aspirations on your relationship side. And that comes in with offerings of love. I think if you walk towards and use your curiosity to fuel your karmic mission in life and walk towards what you should be doing, I think you're going to get contracts and offerings of work and offerings of business opportunities or projects and stuff like that on your material side of life. It looks really sort of good for you, to be honest, Gemini. It's forebodes for a beautiful future for you. Okay, out of joyous June, you're going to get jubilant and jubilant and abundant June, I think, by the looks of things. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here with us, supporting this channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and all of that malarkey. It's absolutely beautiful. I thank you very much. Let's just see what's going on with this. This is great. Again, with the Seven of Swords, you get the Ace of Pentacles. I think this is where choosing that one pentacle that I was talking about in the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, and nurturing with that Seven of Pentacles as well. I think this playing smart here is will encourage a lot of luck within your life. It's like opportunities that just arrive in your hand, and it's the start of a really good cycle for you. And it's now time to get ahead and go and do. Let's see what's going on with the Seven of Pentacles. You get the Seven of Pentacles. It's exactly what I said, basically. It's reiterating the situation. You have that Seven of Pentacles is that revelation moment for you, so that you can head off in the direction and nurture the relationships that are really worth nurturing, basically, in your life. It seems to play out beautifully. With the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Empress. Empress card has come up a lot. You've now got the Emperor up here and the Empress card down here. This could be a case of because you get on and do, and you nurture those relationships, those seeds of relationships that are around you, it's going to fuel your Emperor side. You may meet someone here that fuels the side of your material side, sort of saying, well, look, if I want to have these sort of relationships, I've got to really, get it sorted on my material side of my life. And it looks like that's what it's coming together, because that's what you're creating. With this is beautiful, with the Page of Pentacles, this is one of the learning processes of the Page, of opening that pathway in front of you. You get the Six of Pentacles. You've got to make sure you're okay before everybody else is okay, because if you're not, you can't help them. It's like on an aeroplane. You put your mask on first, but the oxygen mask. before you help other people to put the oxygen mask on. That's exactly what's going on here. And that's what your luck is understanding here. When you realize that you start really appreciating yourself, you're going to get other people that are really going to start appreciating you as well. With the Star card, you get the 9 of Swords. I think it's because you're heading off to your dreams and your aspirations. I think it's the end of a cycle of any relationships in the past that may have been difficult, that seem to be recurring within your life. And it's letting go of those relationships because you're heading towards the Star, heading towards much more beautiful sort of environment that is for you. And as you head towards that environment that is within you, that future that is within you, it's making sure you're okay. And I think that's what that playing smart is all about. It's the end of something that is, causing sort of like perpetual sort of problems in your life. In your material side, look at this. We've got another couple of aces. We've got a couple of aces up here now. With the Judgment card, you get the Ace of Wands. Out with the old and in with the new. That's exactly what it is. Responding to your righteous path. Basically, your calling, your inner being called by energy and the greater being, as it were. And as you do head towards that, it's going to invigor you with passion. You should be very passionate about this pathway that you're heading down. Reach inside you, find that passion that is within you. With the 8 of Cups, you get the 3 of Wands. Yeah, she's prepared to go off into that journey, into those waves. Don't procrastinate. The universe is trying to say to you, your birthday is done. You're into the new year. Get on and do. That's what I think it's sort of saying there. I think it's a pretty obvious sort of thing. How is this Devil card sort of doing this? How can you orientate your passions and your sort of, I was going to say obstination, but that's not what I mean. Your obsession of getting things right and doing things correctly. How can you orientate it for you in the future? You get the Knight of Swords. We've now got 3 knights on the table here. And you've got the Judgment card. And you've got the Star and the Emperor. This is calling you to your mission. And you've got to be obsessive about it, I think. That's what your past guides are saying to you about, sort of saying, this has been coming up on your radar for some time, and now it's time to head off in that direction. With the Emperor card, how are you going to own it? How are you going to own it? As I said, I think you're going to own it in a very physical way. Let's just see what's coming out there. You get the Lovers. This is beautiful in a sense where you're almost, it's like you're falling in love with yourself. And you've got the 7 of Wands at the bottom there as well, empowering you. And I think this is what is empowering you, because you're coming into tune with what you should be doing and where you should be going. You're answering that judgment call. It's looking really good, and it's going to make you very, very powerful, very desirable. And this is what I said here as well, because you've got the Empress card that's going up there. I think these are fueling each other. I think you're almost going to meet someone who's going to help you to fuel your career path, or your business or your project or something like that. That's what it seems like. Really good. And it's setting you up to really empower yourself. Now we've got 3 aces on here. This is great. This is all to do with the new start. New season for you. After your birthday season, you're starting, and you've got that Ace of Cups that has been clarified by it's clarifying the Knight of Cups. So we've got 3 aces and 3 knights on this thing. It's all about going on a journey here, and a journey of discovery about your heart. And I think if you put your heart into this, you're going to get a lot of returns, not only on your relationship side, but also on your material side. Absolutely beautiful reading for you, Gemini. It's been a bit rocky road over the last sort of like 2 or 3 months, and it's great to see you back. It's great to see you back. As I said, I will be doing the solstice readings coming up in this coming week. this solstice reading that will be coming up in this week here, and the collective and your individual sign as well. I thank you very much for being here and sharing your support for this channel. I hope you got the best out of this reading as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.